I played a decent amount of asymmetrical games. My favorite was Friday the 13th. I played TCM a bit, and when the game first came out, I thought the first week was pretty fun. Nobody knew how to play the game yet. You didn't have a bunch of YouTubers posting videos about the best meta, keep resetting this to reset your perks. I don't like perk systems in games. I think the perk system sucks, and it doesn't work in asymmetrical games at all. And from what I know, this new Halloween game is also supposed to have some sort of perk system. I'm not sure what it's going to be like. I do feel it's going to be broken and it's going to suck like, most of these asymmetrical games are. I feel like it would have been better if they just didn't include it. I also think the game is too bright when you're playing as the survivors. I feel like, if it's raining, it would be nice if you could, trip and fall and slip depending on where you're running in the rain. I would prefer a game to be really lean into the darkness if you're playing as a survivor. I mean, you want the game to be scary, right? You want it to be more horror, and a minimalistic HUD would actually work a lot better with this game. I feel like the HUD's way too cluttered. Also, I'm pretty sure most of you have already seen the PAX videos, so I think the survivors, in my opinion, have way too many access to weapons. I think they need to lower the amount of weapons that you're available to have, because I do think that in time people are going to just gather up all the weapons they can. 4 people against Michael. I do think he's going to get smacked around, and you're going to get your little bully squads, and it's probably going to be a pain in the ass to get away from it. And I'm aware that there's not going to be a 100% way to keep Michael from being slapped around and bullied and kind of like stun locked. It's just not going to happen. So there's other ways that they could do it, and it seems that they are working on ideas of how to minimize the bully squads, what do you want to call them. I think another good idea would be, make it to where only certain survivors can use weapons, and certain survivors have other skills, maybe better at convincing survivors, better at lock picking, or I'm not sure exactly what all you can do in this game skill-wise, but it would be cool to see survivors have specific skills. Maybe this one's not a fighter, but he can pick a lock, or he's better at hiding, he has lighter footsteps, he's good with something else. Don't let everybody, be able to fight back. It's just you got to balance it, and I feel like if they could balance it that way, that would be a good idea. I don't know. That's just my opinion. And another thing I think would be really cool for this game is if there was an option to play it in first person. Maybe a mode for third person, first person. I guess that would probably cut into the player base or something. I don't know. Maybe down the road they could come out with an update to add first person view. I think that would be really awesome for this game, because imagine you're a survivor, you're running, you don't know if Michael's behind you. One minute he is, one minute he isn't. You're about to turn a corner, and next thing you know, you're getting grabbed, or he's like right in your face. I think that would be awesome to see. I think it would add a lot to the game. I believe it was one of the developers or producers who said the game won't be leaving the 1970s. I think that's a great idea. Once they're done with the whole movie tie-in, because I believe the single player is going to take place during the events of the movie from Michael's perspective. I think once they're done with that, once they're done with a lot of the multiplayer, they want to add new content, I would prefer to see something new. I don't want to see them having to rely on the sequels. Make your new levels, do your own new little design, as long as he stays, Michael Myers. Don't go too crazy with it. I think it would be cool to see something new, instead of having to rely on all these sequels. I do believe the biggest problem this game's going to have is YouTubers making videos about the best metas to play. Everybody wants to be the best. Everybody wants to play, let's get through the game, instead of just stopping and enjoying the game and finding what's more comfortable for them to play, what's more fun for them to play. They just want to be the best at everything. And I think that's what hurt Texas Chainsaw Massacre, other than the fact that Gunn did a horrible job updating and they monetized every aspect of the game. You had so many people make these videos, and everybody played the same character. They showed in the videos, just keep resetting your perks until you get this specific little perk here and there. It ruined the game. I mean, everybody played the same Leatherface, the same cook, and the same hitchhiker. There was no like personality in anybody's builds. It was boring. I don't know why that's fun for people, but I do think that will hurt the game if the perk system works the way it does in Texas Chainsaw. But all that being said, I'm very optimistic. I hope the game does well, and leave a comment. I want to hear what you all have to say as well. So, I appreciate you all watching. If you made it this far, y'all have a good day.